Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Tuesday. We got 11 matchups on this NBA slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on NBA player props, you already know, check out ParlayPlay, the number one sponsor of the channel. So go ahead and support them. It supports me a lot. Get 5 free entries just for signing up, guys. So go ahead and hop in there, take advantage. And we'll hop in it. 11 matchups, pretty busy day today. Starting with the Orlando Magic versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Blazers opening up as 3.5-point home favorites with the over-under at 224.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Portland 10-0, 7-2-1 covering the spread. The overs hit in 5 out of the last 10 matchups. Orlando 4-6 in their last 10. Portland just 3-7 in their last 10. I mean, Portland's been struggling, really haven't looked that good. But I mean, the Magic, crazy. They're on a 10-game losing streak against Portland. 1-8 on the road against Portland. Portland, I mean, coming into this, currently on a 5-game losing streak. 0-5 covering the spread right now. They've looked awful. Not a game I'm excited about at all, but against the Magic, I mean, I think it's a great spot for Portland to turn things around here, get off that 5-game losing streak. Taking the Blazers minus 3.5 at home. And, if they lose to the Magic, all the trade rumors are going to be swirling. If they lose to the Magic here, it's going to be very bad for Portland here. So we're taking the Blazers at home. Next matchup, we had the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Bucks opening up as 4.5-point road favorites with the over-under at 230.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Milwaukee 8-2, 6-4 covering the spread. The overs hit in 2 out of the last 10 matchups. No major injuries really on either side. Bucks 7-3 in their last 10. The Lakers just 4-6 in their last 10. Bucks 6-3 covering against the Lakers. They've been dominant, 8-2 against the Lakers. Lakers playing good at home, surprisingly, 7-2 at home. I'm taking the Bucks here. Lakers are a very hard team to trust, and it is going to be a TNT game, so it'll be national. We'll see. That's usually when LeBron and everyone likes to show out, but going to be tough against this Bucks team. And I don't hate the plus 4.5 for the Lakers. I think it's going to be a close game, but that's why the spread kind of scares me. So we're taking the Bucks on the road here. I just don't trust the Lakers. They let me down way too much. And the Bucks are coming into this pretty much fully healthy. And I'm taking the Bucks on the road. Next matchup, we had the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies opening up as 7-point favorites with the over-under at 228.5. The last 3 head-to-head, Memphis 3-0, 3-0 covering the spread. The overs hit in each of the last 3 matchups. The Clippers 5-5 in their last 10. Memphis 7-3 in their last 10. Clippers just 3-6 covering against Memphis. Memphis 8-1 at home, playing amazing at home. 5-1 covering in their last 6. John Morant, this Memphis team is just playing just amazing basketball right now. Really hard to fade them here, especially at home. Taking Memphis minus 7. Add them to your moneyline parlays. All right, next matchup we have the Indiana Pacers versus the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks opening up as 6-point favorites with the over-under at 221.5. The last 10 head-to-head, the Pacers 7-3, 5-5 covering the spread. The over has hit in 8 out of the last 10 matchups. Pacers just 3-7 in their last 10. Atlanta 7-3 in their last 10. They had that big win streak. Now they're just 1-3 in their last 4. Pacers, I mean, they really haven't looked that good. You saw they did make that trade, got rid of LeVert. Pacers just 1-4 covering in their last 5. 3-12 on the road right now. Not a good road team. the Hawks, 8-3 covering in their last 11. 8-3 in their last 11. Playing good basketball here. I'm taking the Hawks at home. I don't really love the spread just because, the Hawks have been struggling these last few games here. But Pacers are a very hard team to trust in this matchup or in general. And we're taking the Hawks at home. All right, next matchup, we have the Phoenix Suns versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers opening up as 2-point home favorites with the over-under at 216. The last 10 head-to-head, Phoenix 6-4, 6-3-1 covering the spread. The overs hit in 8 out of the last 10 matchups. Phoenix 9-1 in their last 10. Philly 7-3 in their last 10. Suns coming off a back-to-back. We'll see if they choose to rest any players or not. As long as they don't rest any of their main guys here, I'm really liking the Suns +2 here. Coming off a win. Playing great basketball. Hard to really fade the Suns here, especially on the road. Going to be a tough one. Sixers playing good as well, but I'm going to take Suns +2 as long as Chris Paul, Booker are playing, rolling with the Suns on the road. Next matchup, we have the Boston Celtics versus the Brooklyn Nets. Celtics opening up as 4.5-point favorites with the over-under at 216.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Brooklyn 8-2. 8-2 covering the spread. The overs hit in 5 out of the last 10 matchups. Harden is questionable. Be sure to check his status. Boston 7-3 in their last 10. Brooklyn currently on an 8-game losing streak. It's pretty crazy how bad this Nets team is right now. Boston coming into this on a 5-game winning streak, playing good basketball. Brooklyn just 1-9 covering the spread at home. I just simply can't trust Brooklyn here. Harden is questionable. Man, if Harden's out, this could get ugly here. Boston has a lot of momentum right now. I simply just don't trust this Nets team. They are on a bad slump, and I don't want any part of it. We'll take Celtics -4.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we have the Houston Rockets versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans opening up as 7-point favorites with the over-under at 226.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Houston 6-4, 4-6 covering the spread. The overs hit in 7 out of the last 10 matchups. Houston 3-7 in their last 10. These teams already play. Pelicans picked up that 13-point win. Pelicans 5-5 in their last 10. Coming into this on a 3-game win streak here. Yeah, these teams already just played, and Pelicans covered the spread. Pretty easy win. I don't expect too much here, especially with the Pelicans, who are 8-4 at home right now. Don't really want any part of this Rockets team. They're just horrible. Taking the Pelicans -7. Be cautious with the spread, even though they covered it last time. But definitely liking the Pelicans at home here. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Pistons versus the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavs opening up as 11-point favorites with the over-under at 211.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Dallas 6-4, 5-4-1 covering the spread. The overs hit in 5 out of the last 10 matchups. Porzingis is questionable, so be sure to check his status. Detroit just 2-8 in their last 10. Dallas 6-4 in their last 10. Detroit 2-18 on the road, an absolutely horrible road team. Dallas 9-3 at home against Detroit. 10 to any spread that's -10 or higher, you always got to be cautious. I tend to stay away from those spreads. Maybe get Dallas in a teaser, get those points, get that spread down a bit, but nonetheless, we're taking the Mavs at home here against this Pistons team. Next matchup, we had the New York Knicks versus the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets opening up as 6.5-point favorites with the over-under at 217. The last 10 head-to-head, Denver 9-1, 7-3 covering the spread. The over's hit in 7 out of the last 10 matchups. The Knicks just 2-8 in their last 10. Denver 6-4 in their last 10. Yeah, Knicks going to be coming off a back-to-back. They just have not been that impressive at all here. Kemba Walker didn't play in that last game. Denver playing good basketball here. Got that nice win over Brooklyn. And they've looked pretty solid here against a struggling Knicks team that's just looked very bad. We'll take Denver minus 6.5 at home. Definitely loving them at home here for your money lines. And that next matchup and the last matchup, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Sacramento Kings. Timberwolves opening up as 3-point favorites with the over-under at 233.5. The last 10 head-to-head, Minnesota 6-4, 6-3-1 covering the spread. The over's hit in 5 out of the last 10 matchups. D'Angelo Russell is questionable for this matchup. So is Fox. Minnesota 7-3 in their last 10. Sacramento just 2-8 in their last 10. Minnesota playing good basketball here. 4-1 covering in their last 5. Sacramento not playing good. I just don't trust this Kings team. Only a 3-point spread. Minnesota playing good basketball here. I simply just don't trust the Kings, especially at home. We'll take Minnesota -3 on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks on parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.